Hey guys, thanks for joining me again for another one of my videos. By the title, you already know what's going on. So without further ado, let's friggin' do it. All right, so throat chakra is all about self-expression, communication, expressing your divine truth, your personal perspective, speaking up, a bunch of stuff, XYZ. I explain it better in I think I explained it a little bit better in my Chakras Explained video, so you can go there if you want an actual description. But something that's really special about the throat chakra is, first, it's my favorite chakra. I think it's a very underrated chakra. Second, it is basically that bridge from the compassion center to all of the spiritual channels. And so this is like the foundation, if you think about like the chakras in general, this is like the grounded base of the spiritual chakras. So your truth, your expression, your perspective is all going to be in this chakra. So this is going to be the basis and the foundation of your spiritual set of chakras. Prefacing this, like I preface all the other videos, none of these techniques are, one trick fix all type of things. Everyone is individual, just like all of our bodies are made up and things work for our bodies differently. Things are going to work for our energetic fields and things like that differently. One time one of these techniques may help you out, whatever. The next time it may not work as well or whatever. I suggest taking bits and pieces and doing it, moving stuff around the way that you feel, see fit. The first suggestion in improving your chakra, Vishuddha, or the throat chakra, is lubricate your throat. Okay, so just like all of our bodies, like you think about the lower chakras and think about treating your legs right will treat your base and like those lower level chakras are gonna, helping your body, eating right, whatever, because your throat is still part of your body or whatever. Making sure that your throat is lubricated, so drinking a lot of water. Actually, I always write a little outline so I know what I'm talking about prior to making these videos, and I was drinking so much water, and then I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I understand now. But even drinking soup, drinking if you do juicing or anything like healthy to drink, not like juice, like, I'm not gonna say any brand or anything like that, but no like fake juice, like, real food. Even you could do fruits and vegetables with some kind of, mostly fruits have a lot of water in them, things like that. Just make sure that your throat is being taken care of, and you can obviously express that in the way that you're feeding yourself. And yeah. Number 2 is talk to yourself. Okay, so there's like this expression that old people or whatever like to say, like, oh, you can talk to yourself, but just make sure you don't respond to yourself. So stupid. But no, I think talking to yourself is like really important, because I don't know if you've had this experience where you're like thinking of something, and this is really, especially for people that are extremely like abstract like myself, you have like a thought and there's like just 100 like na, 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 and you think that you can verbalize it and it just doesn't work. Like that's the expression of it. It's like ah. And so for me, it's like really nice, and it really like helps me practice like the whole throat chakra, like being able to verbalize and express different things. When I'm thinking of something and literally I'm by myself, or I sometimes even do it out in public, but not like in a really obnoxious way. But when I'm by myself, I like to like go over conversations in my head, or if I have something to like a speech or like things like that I needed to say, I will literally verbalize my thoughts. So when I am, first it makes it kind of tangible at that point where you can say, it's like proofreading your thoughts. If you want to say something to someone, practice the way that you're going to say the things that you're going to say, because sometimes, especially like I said, for abstract people, it's really, really difficult to be able to just articulate the way that our brains work. That's just not the way, what do you say, left brain people think. I know that when I need to talk to someone in like a professional, especially professional setting, it's really hard to just go in like gung-ho, like guns a-blazing, and just try to verbalize everything that's in my head, because my head is freaking insane. So if I try to verbalize things that are in my head, then it just turns out like just like a disaster. If you have like if you are planning to talk to your boss about something, if you're planning on talking to your family or a significant other or a friend or something, I would highly suggest speaking conversations out to yourself. Like, you don't have to say like, oh, I am, like, you know, sit there like that. But for me, I like to just sit there and go, no, whatever, and like verbalize the conversation and like different alternatives. I think it's a normal thing to do, but it's weird to say out loud now. That's weird. But also you can like literally speak to your higher self. You can speak to, you know, conversations with whatever, but you're speaking at, and you're taking that information from here and you're being able to verbalize it. So that's the whole self-expression thing. Number 3 is express inner noise. Okay, so I don't even know if this is a real thing, but I feel the most expressive when I'm not like verbalizing words. I'm verbalizing like the feelings inside of me. Literally, they come out as noises. It's the weirdest thing, but I highly like, so if you're like sitting and you're frustrated or something, like say I'm doing work, or I'm paying bills on, let's say I'm paying bills online, and so there's a cat. Say I'm paying bills online or something, and I'm like really like, oh my god, like, like I feel that feeling, but like if there's someone sitting next to me, I'm not gonna go, oh, I'm feeling really crappy, because that's not the feeling I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I'm feeling weird movements. I'm, you know, or if I'm like really excited, I will do something, or I will verbal, or, you know, like make that noise or do that action. Like if you feel like doing this, like do this, like you need to shake off some energy, or you need to like readjust yourself or something. I always like, that's for me personally, making the noises that I feel. It sounds so weird now saying it, but making the noises that I feel, like, and just like, even if it's like little things, like I'll go na na na, or like stupid stuff like that, but that's the feeling that I'm feeling. So I feel way more expression coming out when I'm just like kind of, or like I'll do like a weird drum solo, because that's like my feeling, but that's the inner noise that's coming out. And for me, like everyone, you may think, okay, this is really weird, but like everyone that knows me in my life can say, okay, well, she does this weird stuff, it's whatever. Like at that point, it's just like, okay, well, that's her expressing herself. I don't know if other people deal with that. So comment if you, I don't know if that's like a thing for you, but it works for me. So number 4 is jam out. So, okay, I don't care who you are. If you're a lawyer person, or if you're a lawyer person, if you're a lawyer, or if you're a very wonderful, wholesome, thank you, school teacher, or I don't care who you are. There is an artist, or there's a band, or there's a genre of music that you like to freaking jam out to. So, I don't care at what setting or whatever, because this is the expression thing. highly suggest getting into that setting and just letting the music do what it does, you know? For me, I don't like jam out in my house. I don't do anything like that, but I know when I get into my car, I'm that person that is like literally like na 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 na, like it's really I don't know, whatever. But I feel like you feel something coming out of, like it's a very strong amount of expression. So if you have to like sing, if you like go hard in the raps or whatever, like whatever, or even like if you play an instrument and you just go super freaking hard, that's awesome. Just let it go. Number 5 is mantras. I know I've talked about mantras in the past, but I thought I would reiterate the idea of mantras. I'll probably talk about them in the future, you know, more in depth or whatever. But I think that mantras are really important, especially for the throat chakra, because you are actually verbalizing. You are working like directly with that throat chakra. So whatever energy you are speaking out, either way, either, you know, if you're doing like a base chakra mantra or something like that, you're still speaking. It's still a very verbal thing. So you're still using your, oh my gosh, you're still using your throat chakra to project that energy either way. So basically mantras are hymns or, you know, peaceful incantations or prayers in a way that you repeat, mostly in like a meditative state, or, you know, sometimes I like to do mantras when I'm mindlessly doing tasks because it's a conscious thing or whatever. But there's no religion or sect or anything like that. You can do Shanti Shanti and repeat that. You can do Om Mani or Mani Padme Hum. You could do Allahu Akbar. You could do Hallelujah. Whatever you believe in, you can take, you know, take that idea or take a different group of words. You can even make your own up. I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever you feel in your heart to do. But yeah, there's no restriction in terms of what to do. All I would suggest is to sit in a place that is not distracted, that you're not distracted in, and breathe rhythmically. Probably you could do different, there are a million different techniques in terms of breathing and things. God, my hair is, what is happening here? I'm sorry, what? Okay, bye. Okay, so like I said, sit in a non-distracted place. I would breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, and then repeat, or do a different kind of breathing technique or whatever. But just really feel from the inside, and you know, you can even start your own chant, your own mantra or whatever intuitively, but that's something that's really going to help you express the divine through your throat chakra. Number 6 is journaling. So I've talked about journaling also in the past. However, I think journaling is really important still. I mean, everything coincides with each other. So I think journaling is really important in terms of making something tangible. I'm going to always say I'm all for lists. I'm all for writing things down. I'm all for, because like I said, I'm very abstract, you know, expression-wise or whatever. So, and you know, my thought process is very abstract, and I've noticed that a lot of people that are feelers have, you know, abstract mind, and it's kind of hard to make tangible our thoughts. So, journaling, first of all, is something that we can reiterate our thoughts on. Like, we can reclaim what our thoughts, you know, reclaim the idea of our thoughts. We can see our actual feelings on paper, whether it's frustrations, whether it's gratitude, whether you just want to pray. I mean, it's whatever, but at least you're able to see that in a journal. You don't even have to write like, oh, dear diary, whatever stuff, other stuff. I mean, it's just this happened, or awesome stuff, or this is what I want to reach to, or shouts out to the universe for XYZ, whatever. It's really nice to be able to see that on tangible paper. That is you expressing yourself. That is you also only sharing that with yourself, understanding. And it's kind of nice to be able to see it, although I know that we are non-linear, blah, 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 whatever. But it's nice to be able to see that in kind of a linear fashion, a chronological fashion, so you can see where you've come from, you know, remember things, if you want to do it like a gratitude journal or something like that, but I'm just talking in the sense of a journal. So, just being able to see the different things that you've gone through and being able to see that right in front of your face and expressing it. Number 7 is speak up. So, a lot of people that, and I talked about this in the last video as well, a lot of people that are empathetic people, people pleasers, whatever, people that aspire to be liked by other people as well. People, I say we as all of us, you know, all of our categories, we tend to nod our heads and say yes, okay, sure, yes, okay, cool, yes. But we kind of have other people pat our heads down a little bit in terms, and we allow this. This isn't other people, this is us. This is our responsibility to change. So, we are very passive aggressive, and this is me included, passive aggressive or passive even, because things don't matter, it's no big deal, it's cool, it's chill, which is absolutely true. I'm still very passive in the things that I believe in, because on a certain level, what can I change for you in, like, the, you know, I can't change your perspective. So I get that, I understand that, but sometimes it's really important for us to be able to say no, or to be able to check in with ourselves and say, is this something I should speak on or not? If it's not, whatever. But if you have those moments where you're like, you know, you're put into a situation and you kind of just nod your head and go, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And you really feel like, oh, I should say something, I should put my 2 cents in, even if it's not really important. But if you need to express that, you need to speak up, and you need to, you know, it's even starting small, and just saying no, just saying, just one time, just saying no, whatever it is, this will build you up to be able to stand really strong and be able to really have a platform for something. But you have to start somewhere. You have to start at no, or you have to start at, well, I have a different opinion. It's also having that sense of saying, I understand that we may have different opinions, and that's okay. Not shoving your ideas down someone's throat, not assuming that someone else is wrong or whatever. Understanding that perspective is literally infinite, and that we can all have our perspectives, but being able to express that on the same level. Number 8 is silence. So I know that I just said speak up and now I'm saying silence, but I think it's really important to be able to see both sides of the coin. So it's that whole thing with without lightness there is no dark, or dark there's no what. It's not the same thing, but it's the idea behind the silence thing is, as humans, it's really important for us to express ourselves. Like earlier I said, yeah, freaking jam out and go do weird noises and make weird hand gestures and like all that jazz. And that's great, and that's wonderful, and that's about being human, because we can physically express ourselves, and that's awesome. But the vastness of the universe, and really honestly what it comes down to as a whole, is silence. is that whole quiet of the universe, or the frequencies of the universe. So when you meditate, or when you are in silence, even like for instance, I like to be silent. I'm not one of those people that like to play music when I'm doing stuff, because I prefer the silence. Like when I'm doing stuff by myself in my house or whatever, I like silence because I like the quiet. That's the same thing with the meditation thing. I like to be able to notice my thoughts. I like to be able to, and that's the whole thing with meditation. I don't think the idea of meditation is to silence everything, but it's to notice what is going on beyond all those layers. So this is going to help you strengthen your inner expression, strengthen your inner feelings, your understanding who you are as an expressionist, as an expressive being. There we go. As an expressive being, we're able to see where those thoughts come from. So it's really important to be conscious of the thoughts and the quiet that's around you. Many people like to drown out their thoughts and drown out the expression of themselves within, and I love music, and I think music is absolutely wonderful with music. So they cannot be still, they cannot be quiet. Same thing with TV. They have to have a background noise, because sometimes it's really hard to listen to the thoughts that are going on in your head, or the different things that arise. But the good and the bad of those thoughts are not going to be heard, or the good, I'll say the bad or the good things of those thoughts aren't going to be heard, and you're not being truthful with the being that you are. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please let me know. Like and subscribe, XYZ, all that jazz. I'm going to really honestly try to post videos every Thursday. I suck at posting videos, so please keep me accountable for all that stuff. You can follow me on the down areas in the link below. Okay, all the stuff is down there, including my shop, including all of my ways that you can connect with me and my friends in my community. So I love you guys. I'll see you next week.